The first set of the second match of the day will be played on Akilon Wastes. Spawning up in the top left-hand position, the red Protoss from STX Seoul. Doing pretty good recently. Really under the radar kind of player as well. His name is Deer.
His opponent, spawning as a blue Protoss on the right bottom position of the map. His name is Zest. Playing for KT Roaster.
It looked like he was talking to himself there, but I think he was just chewing on some gum.
I think he was coughing, actually. A little bit.
That was like no, he didn't. I don't think he coughed, man.
Can we get an instant replay?
No, we can't.
Oh.
No, you can't. You can check out the VODs after. I
guess we'll settle the issue after the cast.
I don't think he was coughing. Got some Korean fans here watching the games at the OGN studio. This is like the first couple on the screen that actually react to having the camera on them, because beyond that, pretty much the players or the viewers were so focused on the games because they were so good in the last match. Now, in the last 5 games, both teams have been doing very well, 4-1. So in KT Roaster, they were doing really bad, and then they're like, all right, well, we're KT Roaster, it's time for us to start doing good again. And STX Seoul was like, well, we need to make sure we're in the top 4, so let's just start winning. Yeah,
STX Seoul did lose the last game after, you know, multiple game winning streak. Actually, 4-game winning streak, maybe more than that because I don't have more matches behind on the paper. KT Roaster is currently on a 4-game winning streak after defeating teams like Wongjin Stars and
hold on. There's
Samsung
something
Khan.
important to note here. This gas is pretty fast, I want to say, from our Protoss player here, from the Deer. This could mean that we're going to see some very fast tech. We could even see like record time DTs.
Was it actually 12? I mean, around 13, or was it just because he has more gas because he only put down one simulator at the 14?
He made the simulator for the gateway, actually, I think.
Well, I was reading the paper, so I couldn't see it.
That's what you get for not paying 100% attention, man. But
we do have a fast warp gate out on the way by Deer. I haven't seen how many chrono boosts have been saved up on the Nexus either.
We're not seeing Zest go for any scouting. Luckily for Zest, though, going for the 2-gate Stalker build, which is kind of what you want to do against early gate pressure here from the STX Seoul player Deer. Still kind of a little bit cloudy. We're not exactly sure what will happen at this stage. We have to see what the eventual plans from the STX player are here, but he is chronoing out a lot on that warp gate, so his warp gate's already almost halfway done here.
Are we gonna see 1 additional gateway or just up to 3 gateways?
There are cheese builds you can do where you get such a fast warp gate and you get 2 gateways. They're like really rare builds that you almost never see, but we have the 3rd gateway up, so he's going to go for the 3-gate pressure here. He can't really afford a 4th gate. Seeing that Zealot early on should kind of scare Zest a little bit. Now the Stalker moving in. We have 2 Stalkers on the way from Zest right now, and he has the Mothership Core, but he's going to bring that home. He has to delay until he can get out the Nexus Cannon.
Well, the 2 Stalkers are finishing up just right now.
Oh, this could be very bad for our STX Seoul player. He just lost 1 Stalker. He's going to lose the Zealot. Lost no units beyond that. He will have the warp-in advantage, but beyond that,
even if he warps in 3 Stalkers, his opponent already matches the number of 3 Stalkers right now. Zest is freaking out, thinking that this is 4-gate, but after seeing the 3 Stalkers, he must be thinking, oh, it's a 3-gate pressure, not a 4-gate.
The Stalker advantage does go into the favor of Deer here, but the Nexus Cannon goes down. Zest looking like he'll be able to defend here.
All he has to do is buy enough time to get additional gateway and start warping in units as soon as the warp gate does finish.
That's true. It's looking worse and worse the longer the game goes on for Deer. He's down in probe supplies. He only has 1 gas. He's got no tech. And his opponent, on the other hand, Zest, he's got that Mothership Core out. Warp Gate just finished for him. He's now on equal footing. He's ahead in supply. He's got probes up here, and he's just going to go for it, man.
You're using the probes to shield some damage from the front. This is a nice play by Deer. Excuse me, Zest.
Zest, he did lose a lot of workers there. He's actually behind in workers now. Unit supply-wise, actually, this may have been a big mistake by Zest. He's trying to get a little bit over-aggressive, and now he's actually the one behind here unless he can take out enough of these Stalkers and win the Stalker war. This is kind of like more of a Wings of Liberty style game back when we had the 4 gates really reign here.
He still have more Stalkers.
Though from Zest, he's pressing forward, going to kill off as many Stalkers as possible. With that advantage, he should be able to get a big advantage here and potentially take the game. He has to go back to his opponent's base now and deal good economic damage in order to stay ahead of his opponent.
Look at Zest's eyes right now saying, whoa, you went for the bill, I'm going to kill you right now. Those first Zealot goes down, second Zealot also gets taken out. GG by Deer, and Zest takes early victory for KT Roaster.
I mean, 4-gate, it would have...
3 gates.
3-gate, the really fast warp gate, I guess, is what I should have mentioned there. But basically...
should have waited.
I think that... The problem was Zest went for the 2-gate opener, which is a great counter against any type of early gate pressure. He lost his Zealot and Stalker for nothing. And then Zest, he pulled out a Pros with him, which seemed like a bad idea at the time, but it allowed him to get just enough units in the right scenario to counter his opponent and get that snowball effect rolling. So everything he did was very split decision. He made it work.
Think about this, even if you lose that many probes, if you still have more Stalkers than your opponent, then you can still micro and win the battle, and that's all you need right now, because your opponent went for the heavy pressure with 2 pylons inside your natural and the main base, knowing that Zest is like, well, even if I lose the probes, if I defend once, I am still in this game, and I am probably going to win this match. Deer, it was a mistake for him to actually go inside the main base with the Stalker and the Zealot, especially staying inside after seeing the double gateways. It was better for him to actually warp in more units outside of the main base and then go in with 4 Stalkers and 1 Zealot. So
basically right now the score 1-0 for KT Roaster. They took out Deer, one of the more solid players from STX Seoul. They're going to have to figure out who they're going to send out next. They have Trap.
Seems like Last is also focused right now.
They got a lot of different players they can send out here. Innovation. He's getting uneasy there, and no, we're not going to see Innovation.
It's going to be Trap.
So Trap, another Protoss player, interestingly enough, getting sent out here.
Well,
the map is Naro Station.
Of course.
Still seeing lots of Protoss players on that map, even after the changes. I don't think it's as one-sided anymore. But these players still seem to think that, hey, we want to send out the Protoss players first. All right, guys, so we're going to go into a quick commercial break. When we get back, set 2, it is going to be Trap. That's right. For some reason, that name escaped me. I was like, it's not Last, it's Trap. That's right. Trap versus Zest. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.